Hello gorgeous people who love to scrap. It's Val from Australia. Just wanted to share a quick little haul as well as some thrift store hauls with you all again today. On Saturday I went to the market. Every Saturday I always go to the market to sell my veggies. I get really good support from the community there, so it really, really encourages me to work harder on my farm also. And while I was there, I went to some of the charity stores there. But before I share you what I've picked up, I'll share with you my eBay hauls. These are just what's arrived in the mail. I've purchased heaps of other stuff that I will share with you guys once they come. But these are just what have come so far. So I've purchased seam binding. Seam binding in Australia here is also very, very expensive. If you're just using by the yard, 50 cents is what the cheapest that I can find them at. I don't know how much they are in the US by the yard, but here by the yard is 50 cents per yard. It's the cheapest, like I mentioned. But considering if you're spending 50 cents per yard and you end up using 100 yards, that's $50 for 100 yard rolls, and that is, I was gonna say the F word, but I won't. That is really, really, really expensive. So I've gone ahead and searched these, found these on eBay, and I was able to snap these up at $8.95 per 100 yard roll. So you guys in the US will probably buy seam binding at really, really cheap, awesome prices, but seam binding here in Australia is very hard to find. I can only find them in 2 scrapbooking stores that sells them. One sells them at 50 cents per yard, and the other one is selling them at 60 cents per yard. When I went to the store that sells them at 60 cents per yard, she had this beautiful green color like this one here. This one's called Metal Green by this particular company, but she had another one that it's not coded by name, it's coded by numbers, and it's very similar to this Metal Green by Hug Snug, but it's by the brand Seam Binding. It's the brand that she was selling, and she was selling them at 60 cents per yard, okay? And I said to her, if I were to buy 100 yard roll of your green, how much will it be, or how much can you sell it to me for? Guess how much she said? $45 for one of these 100 yard rolls. She will be willing to sell it to me for. She says, oh, we sell them in the shop for 60 cents per yard and we don't make much out of it, she says. And the best I could do for you was 45 cents per yard, she says. And 45 cents per yard times 100 yards, $45. That is ridiculously overpriced, eh? When I can buy this on eBay for averaging $9, I was just shocked at why everything's so expensive here in Australia, okay? And the economic environment, or the economic world is going down here in Australia, or in most places. Why? People buy outside because everything in Australia or in most places are so goddamn expensive that you have to go and buy elsewhere. That's why you're supporting sales outside of Australia, is because things that they import into Australia are 3 or 4 more times more expensive than what you can buy from overseas. So why wouldn't you buy from overseas? It's just cheaper. Even with postage, it's still cheaper. So a bit of story there for you guys. So other fellow YouTubers in Australia, I don't know how much you guys are paying for seam binding, but if you want cheap seam binding, eBay's a place for you. Or if you've got another place that sells them for close to averaging $10 per yard, that is the place to be. Not 50 cents per yard. Maybe if you're buying 1 or 2 yards, yeah, that's fine. But if you're using bulk and heaps like I do, you can't afford to buy them at 50 cents per yard. Buy 100 yards for averaging $9 or $10 on eBay. So I got the Metal Green color. This is my favorite color. It's called Rose Pink, and this color, once tea dyed, is to die for. It's beautiful. It gives you a really shabby chic tattoo color. Gorgeous. So that's Rose Pink. I got 2 of the white. I've put one away already. This color is perfect for tea dyeing or coffee dyeing. You just make a hot mix with whatever amount of tea or coffee you want to put in. The more you put in, the darker your tea or coffee mix is going to be. But then again, depending on how much water you put in there. So just test a little bit out before to see if it's the right color for you. To get more intense color also, once your first like dip and then you're hanging on, the line is dry, dip it in again. It doesn't have to be hot. I usually just dip it at the second or third time when it's cold. Dip it in there again, just wring it out and then hang it on the closed line. And when it drips, the part where it drips will give you the uneven tones, darker shades, where the colours gathers. It will give you light and shade. So that's what makes a really beautiful crinkle seam binding. And you just scrunch it up while when it's still dry and damp, you can scrunch it up as much as you like and then hang it up. And when it's semi-dried, scrunch it up more, and that will make it really crinkly and stuff like that also. So if I want a really dark, intense tea dye, coffee dye color, I would dip it in there about 2 to 3 times. But really, if you want a really light, creamy color, just once in there is fine, and that will give it a nice cream vintage tone. And I bought 2 of the baby pink because I do a lot of shabby chic work also, and I bought baby pink. The other goodies that I bought are more distress ink, Reinkers. I love these colors because you can use them to dye ribbons, fabrics and stuff like that also. Plus, you guys know what I've been using to color my images. Yes, distress ink pads, but you can use Reinkers also. And I've got some colors, but I haven't got all colors. And these are the colors that I have purchased. I have bought Broken China. It's a really nice blue. If you don't dilute it too much, it's like a really pale blue, so it's really lovely. Weatherwood is my one of my favorite colors for grey and old dark blue look. That's really lovely. I've purchased Dusty Concord, one of my favorites also. Dusty Concord mixed with aged mahogany together. You can use that as blush. It's really beautiful. Mill Lavender, really lovely also. I have bought Worn Lipstick. Worn Lipstick mixed with a bit of Victorian Velvet and Tatter Rose gives you a really beautiful Victorian pink. Really beautiful there. So just play with your colours and just mix and match. Don't mix too much, just mix a little bit, because these Reinkers are really intense, like really strong. A little bit goes a really long way. So, and Tatter Rose. I've got these colours in the pads, but I want them in the Reinkers. Walnut Stain. And the last colour is Aged Mahogany. Love Aged Mahogany. Really good, mixed with Dusty Concord, like I mentioned, for a vintage blush on coloured images. Really beautiful. So there are tutorials on YouTube for colouring with distress ink pads. Reinkers, you use them exactly the same. Just dab a little bit on your colour palette. Mix your aqua brush or whatever brush that you have, number 0 or 00. Dip your paintbrush in a little bit of water, dry the excess paint water off, dip it in a little bit of ink, and then you can just blend with your image on there. But start from the outside. I usually start from the outside and then blend in. But again, depending on what you want to do also there. So that's what I've purchased that has come in the mail so far. Once the others come, I will share those with you also. So heaps of lace. So looking forward to when the laces and bling buttons come also. So that's that for now. Next I'll share with you guys what I've picked up from like the tip as well as the charity stores. 2 things I've picked up this morning are two lamp bases that I picked up from the tip. This particular one here cost me $4, and this smaller one here cost me $2. So these are really good for some lamp shapes that I will be altering soon. And these are made out of brass. Definitely this one's brass. I'm not 100% sure what the other one is made out of. Probably it's just some sort of plated metal. But this one's like a vintage one. I've seen these on vintage lamps and stuff like that. And I'm going to spray paint these. I found a new colour called just ivory. Before I've just used cream or white, but I'm trying to find like an off-white colour. And Bonnie from Sassy Scrapper said that she uses Olean, Sheen and stuff like that. But hi Bonnie, but we don't have those particular colours, like that particular brand here in Australia. So I can't use the one that you have been using. I would love to, but I found a new one. Not really new, but I've just found one that's just called Quick Dry Gloss Enamel. I wanted to find a flat one. Flat has got no gloss, but they don't have it in this ivory colour. And I think these would be the closest to what I want. I don't want it to be cream. I don't want it to be white. I want it to be like an off-white colour, like an antique white, but they don't have one that says antique white. They had others that said that's called lace. They had another one that's called limestone. and there's a cream, and then there's a white, and then there's this ivory colour. So I went with ivory. So see how I go with ivory? And I'm going to spray paint them and stuff like that. They're not rusted or anything. They just look like they're old because they're old. So that's this one here that I got for $4. It's really lovely. It's got these beautiful ornate designs on it, and I can't wait to alter that. And that's only pretty little. So I'm going to alter the lampshade as well as this. I found some lampshades, but I don't know if I'm going to keep those lampshades or throw them in charity again, because they're kind of like round, and I like sort of unique shaped ones. I bought them because they were cheap, like $1, but I'm not sure if I'm going to keep those. So this is a bigger one. It's quite tall, as you guys can see there, and this is going to go in my scrappy room once I spray paint it with this particular color also. And I'm going to see how it goes, because it's going to have a gloss on it because it's a gloss enamel, but we'll try. If I don't like it, I'll just spray paint it with something else also. So we'll see how it goes with that. So that's the two items I found at the tip. The other item that I found at the tip this morning also is this gorgeous little frame. The frame and something else that's not scrappy related was $6. So it was quite a good buy. Let me zoom in. Here's a close-up look of the frame. Isn't it gorgeous? You can kind of like see me in the mirror there against the window. It's raining outside today, so it's a bit cold also. It's got like a gold edge, and then it has these beautiful little intricate roses on the edges there also. It has this lovely vintage image of little birdies and nests in there, but it's probably an old one also. I could just revamp it again, paint like what I did with the other frame on my Vast Style Shabby Chic box, so it'll be lovely for another project. So that's that frame. At one of the charity stores, I didn't pick much in there. I picked up this bag which I'm going to alter, so stay tuned for altering this bag in Vast Style, and it's going to be beautiful. Lots of nudes and flesh, and I'm going to put a really long dangle on this, so it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. So it was found at the charity store for $2. So they've already cut the tag off, but $2. I'm going to leave the inside as is because it's quicker that way, and I'm going to see if I can remove this cover. If I can't, I'm just going to cover it, stick my calico under here, and then just embellishing it. So, but I like it because it's got these beautiful intricate ornate designs there, and it's a beautiful vintage gold color which is a little bit worn out already, which is lovely. And I'm repeating myself all the time, I know. So it's a nice tapestry design there, but I'm not really into tapestry, especially this color scheme for my craft room. So I'm going to revamp this, and when I finish, I'll share with you guys the final project. The charity stores, I was able to pick up this, what they call like a toilet roll holder, but I didn't buy it so that I could use it as a toilet roll holder. I bought it because of these beautiful laces on here, like vintage doilies. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at the pattern that's on that. Absolutely beautiful. It's got like satin, and then whoever made it put this beautiful crochet type like Battenberg or something all over the top. Really beautiful. That's the top of it, the center, and then the top of the center, and then the heart again, so the pattern repeats itself. Really lovely. It has a little ivory cream loop there that you can hang it up. So that's lovely, isn't it? I got that for $1. And I found a beautiful tablecloth. Let me zoom out. I'll show you the pattern first. Tablecloth has this beautiful pattern on the inside. It's all white, and according to me, I think it's in perfect condition. It doesn't have any stains on it at all. It has this beautiful crochet throughout it's upside down, throughout the fabric. See the crochet there? And then it has this beautiful embroidery flowers on the center also. So I'm sure this is handmade. You can see all the stitching there. That's partially worn out. It's starting to come undone in various places because it's all hand stitched. As you can see at the back there. I can't see. Got to zoom. Okay, I don't know if it's zooming in, but you guys can't see it. It's all hand stitched anyways. And that's the pattern that's on it. It has this beautiful crochet type edging, and it's really large. I think it's a round one. You guys can see the pattern there. Really gorgeous also. I have plans to use this for, I would say, to line a chair. So wait for that project also. That will be coming soon. And guess how much I paid for this cover? Ta-da! $1. So really cheap, and it's really nice white and crocheted. Even if I don't like the white, I can coffee or tea dye it. The other item that I found is this beautiful round tablecloth, also in this really lovely pattern. Let me zoom in. I don't know if it's just white, if you guys can see, but it has these shiny raised dots on it, and it has this beautiful scallop edging there. Really gorgeous. And again, this didn't have a price on it, but it's $1 like the other one. I've found a cream one also that's very similar to the other one, and this one does have a slightly little burnt mark on it, but it doesn't matter because it's all going to be chopped up anyway. I'm going to make some liners out of this, and it's going to be really awesome. Some chair liners. So once I finish, I'll be able to show you guys, not really chair liners, I think I'm going to use this like at the valance, like around the chairs. So once I finish with that, I'll be able to share that with you all. And these were all $1 each, so really good buy. Picked up at the same charity store as those tablecloths. I snapped these up. Woohoo! Aren't these beautiful? I reckon these are like vintage because of the brass that's incorporated into this particular part here. And one thing I don't like about it is inside where the rose is green. I don't mind it's green, but it's kind of like not a fluoro, but it's I don't know, it's just green. A bit too green for me. Green and pink goes well together, so I reckon that should be fine as a shabby chic theme, but I'm just more into the creams and the soft pastels at the moment, so I'm just a little bit cheesed. You can't just find everything your way over. No, you cannot. But that's still beautiful. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave that antique gold bronzy sort of look, or I might go over it with paint also, like I have with the box, and then just paint this all white or a cream color. I might even spray the whole thing, spray paint it out. I don't know. So there's the mirror there. Just needs a bit of cleaning up. And down here is all really worn, so I'm sure it's really vintage and stuff like that. I bought that, and the brush has got the same, it's got some fluff on it. The brush has got the same ornate design on the back also, with the rose in the center and a little bit of green, and it's got that beautiful brass-like frame. Let me zoom in. Can you guys see the design on that? Really beautiful, isn't it? It's brass in there, I think it's metal, and that's a brush. It's still in really good condition. I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to use it as an ornamental type thing in my craft room once I have embellished the vase style. So that's those. I bought another really cheap frame. This frame is a nice size, as you guys can see there, my hand. This one's not metal, not one of those ones made in Italy one. It's plastic only, but I love it because of the frame. Isn't that gorgeous? It has this beautiful, really nice ornate design on it, as you guys can see there. And this pops out too, so I can just pop a beautiful image in there. I don't have to use the glass if I don't want to, and I don't think I will use the glass because I don't like that shine look on my projects. I want to be matte and muted, so I might take the glass out and put a beautiful Victorian image or something in there, and then just paint this back like I have with the frame on my vase style box. Also it'd be beautiful on another altered box, so I've got to find a box big enough for this to make it a beautiful feature in the center. So that'll be lovely, and that was found for $1. I found this beautiful vintage, not vintage, but vintage inspired, I guess, skirt with this beautiful cotton embroidery lace. I'm really mad and hooked on cotton embroidery lace at the moment. And Lineca has given me an awesome link to a wholesale place where I can get really cheap ones. So thank you, Lineca. I hope that's how you pronounce your name. And I've forgotten her YouTube channel, Lineca Einstein or Einken or something. I can't remember. I do apologize for pronouncing your name wrong, but I'll pop her link down below. She's so super talented, and what she creates is absolutely vast style also. So I'll pop a link down below so you guys can go and say hello to her and sub her also. She has done a recent swap with Tricia, and I was like, oh my god, so beautiful. Everything she does and touches tends to magic. So also, she's very versatile, and I've messaged her and I said, to her, I love your style because it's very similar to mine, and we've just chatted and talked, and she's such an amazing person also. So I'll pop a link down below so you guys can check her out and say hello and sub her. She has some beautiful, awesome projects that you guys will drool over. So this is beautiful cotton lace that I so love, and this is like a mocha sort of color already, so that they've colored already, and isn't it gorgeous? It's just so beautiful. I love this color. It looks like it's been coffee dyed already, really intense. And it has a waistband, and at the waist it has this beautiful lace at the top like that, more cotton like lace, and it has this another lace there with smaller flowers, and then that just repeats 3 rows here. So I might have plans to chop this up, or I might just dangle like this on my dress form also, that I've purchased a while ago. It was a bit expensive to buy. This particular charity store is close to the market, and this particular store it's more uptown. Like they sell, like where I go to is a more uptown place. Like a lot of people have money there, so the charity stores are a bit more upmarket also, and more expensive than here. Something like this in my local area here probably would maybe at the most be $5, but I purchased for $10 because I can't find any laces like this, and it's perfect. The color's perfect, the lace is perfect. It's a bit expensive, but for what I get from it, it's absolutely gorgeous. So I got that. Something that's not craft related, I'll share with you guys anyway. I found this beautiful scarf, and it's var colored, a fleshy pink. Isn't that gorgeous? It has this beautiful like crochet type netting in the center there also, and it's got frills. So Var loves ruffles and frills and tassels and dangling things like that. Really beautiful. And this one cost me $3.99, so I'm definitely going to wear that. I just hang it up in my craft room at the moment, but it's my color. It's beautiful. And coming to the end, at that particular charity store where I bought the scarf and the skirt, I found this little Victorian box. Isn't it so stinky cute? What does it remind you of? Reminds you of a vase style box that I shared with you guys the other day. It's so romantic, and looks exactly or very similar type thing with the ruffle edges. So just beautiful. And I found this for $2.99. A little bit expensive also for such a small box, but like I mentioned, this is like an uptown charity store, and a lot of the stuff in there is pretty expensive also. There was this really huge doily bedspread, but guess how much it was? $25. And I have probably 3 or 4 large bedspreads already, and I think the most I've paid for one of them was like $10. So that was really expensive. So I didn't buy that big huge doily table or bedspread, so I just bought these. And really cute, isn't it? Really cute. And the last item, yes, I went back to Spotlight. I purchased from Spotlight some stretch tool. This is really beautiful. It's like a stretch tool, and you can use it to make flowers or whatever. So I got that. I got more of the pink organza. This is actually a organza in the upholstery section where they do curtains out of, and this is what I used to make those big fluffy flowers on my box. Let me bring the box and show it to you. Okay, so as you guys can see there, that's the fabric that I used on my flower. That flower there, the little ruffle there, up here, and all these big fluffy ones here, all made out of that upholstery fabric in this sort of like nude color. Really beautiful. Last week when I went to Spotlight, they had 2 rolls of it left. This week when I went, I nearly cried because I could not see it in the upholstery section whatsoever. I was like, oh no, they've like sold out. And I was like looking everywhere trying to find it, and I couldn't find it. So when I went to the counter to pay for the other pink that I found, as well as like the rest of the stuff that I bought, I was behind the counter. A customer had asked them to put it on hold for her, and it's still on hold for her. They said they'll give her a couple more days. If she doesn't call, then they're gonna put it back into stock. I should have asked them to put it on hold for me, but she said that how many yards did I wanted, and I said I'll have 5 yards because it was on special for $2 per meter, or $2 per yard. It was really cheap. So I said to her, can I have 5 yards or 5 meters? And she said, oh, because it's still on hold, I can't have that much, but you can have like 2 yards if you wanted to. So I said, yay, 2 yards is better than no yards at all. So I was able to snap up 2 more yards of this beautiful nude flesh colored lace. or not lace, God, upholstery organza. That's what they call it. The width is really, really wide, so I would say it's double the amount that you would get in normal dress fabrics. So the other fabric that I got was the pink satin lining. That's what I use on the box also, which is that pink there. So that's what I use. This was about $6 per meter. I don't care regardless of the price. It is beautiful. It is what I want, and I gotta have it. I gotta have more of it because I had only about half a meter left, because when I purchased this I only bought half a meter, I think. And I bought a meter and I've already used half, so I bought 2 more meters of it for my stash. And isn't it just absolutely beautiful? That's what I used there and there. It's that colored fabric, so really beautiful. I found some more of this muslin cheesecloth like fabric. So these were a really good buy at just $1.99 per meter, and these are beautiful for shabby chic flowers. I love this. I gotta buy more. I have a few in my stash already, but I've got to buy more. And the last item, yes, hot glue sticks. What's a girl who loves to make flowers without glue sticks? So I can't go without glue sticks. So this is a value pack of 50 in there, and I use this if I'm mad making lots of flowers. I use this really quick, 50 of them. So that's pretty much all I have to share with you guys today, and I'll be right back to share with you guys an awesome project, or a couple of awesome projects that you guys will drop your drawers for again. So see you guys soon. Bye.